If I can do it, you can too. It's a classic inspirational quote we've all heard a million times. Whether you believe it or not is one thing, but as for me, I didn't. Each of us lives in different circumstances. We have different levels of education and different life experiences. Our journeys and starting points are miles apart. So naturally, our results will be different too. There's no such thing as if you can do it, I can too. That's just something successful people say to be inspiring. And because they're successful, whatever they say is treated as gospel. I held on to that belief until one day a friend asked me, "Why do you always look at things so negatively?" He told me that every time we talked, I always focused on the worst case scenario. I only saw the downsides and ignored almost every positive aspect of an idea. I suddenly realized he was right. I had been pouring all my attention into the risks while forgetting the opportunities. I let the fear of failure hijack my logic. Every thought and every action I took was shadowed by worry. I feared that if I failed, I'd never be able to get back up. Do you struggle with the same thing? I realized my fear of failure came from one place. I was afraid I wouldn't have the strength to stand up after a fall, and I was terrified of being judged by the people around me. I simply didn't believe I would succeed, and that is exactly why I didn't buy into that phrase. Where did that lack of confidence even start? Maybe it started because I didn't truly know myself. I always had this mindset that I was just an ordinary person. I thought I was just living an ordinary life. That specific thought was the very thing keeping me from success. So, what is success? If success means getting good grades or earning titles, then I have to study hard. If I want to be an engineer, I need to dive deep into how machines work. If I want to be an entrepreneur, I have to master financial literacy. However, from the very beginning, I never found a role model to aim for. Because of that, I wasn't serious about learning.
I didn't build a solid foundation for myself. When faced with challenges, I usually felt a lack of confidence. I felt like I wasn't capable enough to solve the problems. I let procrastination eat away at my discipline. I let the judgment of others get to me. I let fake results blind me. All of that dragged my self-confidence to rock bottom. Imagine someone who always dodges difficult problems, someone who can't make their own decisions and has to depend on others. If someone doesn't even know what they want, how can they be seen as reliable? So, how do you get your self-confidence back? Personally, I tried reading books and listening to podcasts. At first, I didn't think they'd work, but once I actually focused, I felt that fear of failure start to fade. You might not believe it, but it's the truth. Those books didn't make me successful, they helped me face myself. They helped me confront my fear of failure. Gradually, I realized that failing isn't actually that scary. We aren't perfect. Failing when you have zero experience is completely normal. Failure is something you need to go through. It helps you grow up and become more confident. Sounds a bit contradictory, right? A lack of confidence leads to failure, but failure is exactly what makes you more confident. I learned a great quote. If you don't have enough confidence, borrow it from others. Borrow it until you have enough of your own. Learn from the style of confident people and train yourself. Don't just fake it superficially, truly study and learn. Slowly, you will build confidence from the inside out. Face failure head on and get comfortable with it. Turn it into a stepping stone for your success. Write down a list of your strengths and weaknesses. Work on doubling down on your strengths and minimizing those weaknesses. Upgrade yourself every single day, bit by bit. Soon enough, you will become the best version of yourself. If I can do it, you can too.